What's up guys, and welcome back to another replay cast. Today's game is between Flash and Soma. We are on Metropolis for today's game. This is one of a number of games that these two played against each other on the 28th of June 2025. I think they were just practicing, probably C9 clan practice, considering they're both playing under their C9 aliases for today's game. Just got done doing a game of theirs on Deja Vu, which was really fun. Flash doing the Volk open and then triple tech switching, which is something that he was doing quite a lot here in his climb back to where he is today. So at time of recording, we're about 2 weeks out from the ASL 21 final, which will be contested between these two players. So I thought it'd be nice to pull a sample of games of theirs that were played in the run up to that milestone that I had access to, and that I could bring you a couple maybe before the final is played and maybe a couple afterwards. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to release them and when. All I'm saying is that I think it is very cool that we're going to have a highly contested or anticipated final for ASL. It's been a little while, I think, before we've had one of those. It's probably fair to say that it is a competition between the two best players in the world at the moment, so that is going to be good. Obviously everybody's got their opinion, and some people will say no, somebody else is the best, but you know what, it is what it is. So thanks so much guys for all of the support on the channel recently. It's really much appreciated. If you do enjoy today's game, please do hit that like button, and if you are stopping by the channel on a regular basis and you haven't yet subscribed, please do. It's just a signal to me that you guys are enjoying what I am up to. And if you are keen on hanging out with me and getting to know me a little better and just getting your hands on the replay of today's game, as well as a lot of the awesome pro games that I'm bringing you on the channel, then consider joining the Discord. The details and everything is on the channel link as well as in the description box of this video. I'd love to come and see you there, get to know you a little better, and am happy to share access to various replays, including some of the past casts that I have done. Okay, so that is that. We have started bog standard. We've gone with I think a 12 hatch. We've got a pool, we've got gas. We're going to make lair as soon as we have 100 gas. So everything here is very normal. The previous game that was quite literally played just before this one between the two, Soma went pool first, which is very strange in this match. It kind of compromised him for the game. So I'm happy to see that he's made this adjustment here on Metropolis. Flash once again doing the forward racks double depot wall in. And I'm almost certain that we're going to get something different from him today. So the game before was a factory open with a Valkyrie. Here he is getting his academy, so playing a bit more standard. He had one on gas for a while, I presume, just to try and get the money for the command center, which he's now got. So this is the most regular standard opening that Terrans can do, where they get what I call the 2 Marine expand into academy, then they get STEM, Marine range, and then they have to pace when they want to get their vessels out after they've made their turrets and fended off the somewhat inevitable Mutalisk pressure that can be expected. So Flash's SCV is 1 hit point away from death. He's now dead. He would have, however, seen that it is a macro hatch, not an on-location third hatch, as well as a spire. He would have also noted that the on-location hatch was made before the spire, so it is going to be slightly later mutas, but more of them. He's kind of left the door open here by going waltzing with his marines, and Frank the Firebat, though, he showed up. I think the Firebats with the blue looks wickedly cool. By the way, I didn't choose the colors, guys. They spawned in red versus blue, which is sometimes fun. And I think he's going to catch him with his pants down here. This Sunken hasn't finished yet. He does not have a lot of lings, and mutas are still miles away, although they do have speed. And So Soma decides to challenge him. I think Flash wanted the support of the fire bats, which he now has. And we're kind of all over the show here, which is a little fun. This drone is in position to take the third base, fourth hatch. Even before mutas are out on the map. And nice little skirmishes between the players. I don't know if this little expedition from Flash sort of paid the dividends that he was hoping they would. This is the first time I've seen him play with fire bats. It's so fun. I freaking love fire bats. What a underrated, beautiful unit, hey? The old fire bats. Okay, so we're going up to 2 racks, 3 if you count this one, which is now floating. +1, marine range, turrets, all the normal things. I still feel like Flash is probably one of the best proponents. Is that the right word? Where like the person that executes something well, or one of the best in terms of SK Terror and this bio style. I still think he's one of the best proponents of it for sure. I think proponents is the word I'm looking for. Let me know in the comments if you're an English nerd. What word am I trying to use when I'm saying somebody is one of the best executors of a certain build? Is it proponents? I feel like proponents is the right word. Anywho, we are progressing to our build. We are going to do a factory and potentially go into vessels off of 3 racks. So we are not looking at a timing. This is more of a macro style from Flash, who's still running around with his fire bats, and his fire bats are going to have a dim day against mutas. This fire bat is in a he gone. They're pretty fast, aren't they? Think about fire bats. I don't know what it is, why they're moving so fast. Maybe their asses are on fire and they're like, move, move. They're not faster than marines though, so I guess they're all just like very purposeful. They just look like when they're on their own, they just move incredibly quickly, which is kind of fun. Okay, so we've got still just making mutas at this stage. We're getting our flyer carapace, which is pretty damn standard. We're getting hydras. We're gonna want to get some lurkers up here to defend this base. I have a feeling, or at least I thought so. I haven't heard Flash scan yet. I've been listening for the scanner. He does have some scans saved up, so I'm pretty sure he'll scan soon. But he may already just have a sense that this... There we go. So he scans. This is what he sees. And here he scans the main. That's what he sees. Waiting for him to scan this base, man. Come on, Flash. You've got this most wicked game sense, bro. Dives in here. With the flanking support from the Lings. Makes easy pickings of him. Easy pickings. Very nicely done by Soma. So yeah, man. So he made the final, the Flash. I think that it's not like he got an easy ride. I think comparatively speaking, Soma had a pretty easy ride. I don't think he beat anybody of note on his way to the final. Where, you know, Flash had to get past Bisu. Flash had to get past Snow. Flash had to get past Light, who he absolutely mollywopped. So it's not like he got a walk, guys. He more than earned his spot, and I think that's really commendable. Vultures got in here, so always Flash with the vultures, bro. Like, even if he's going bio, he can find a way to catch his opponent out, and Soma really can't afford to lose these drones. This is so painful. He doesn't have lurkers. He's making 4 lurkers now, but it's too late. The damage is done. A couple of sliders, slow hydras. We'll mop these up now. He's getting mines. So he's doing this weird thing he does where he just plays with a variety of units. So he's still just got 1 factory. He's now adding another factory. So once again, he's going to go into what I call composite builds, where he just has little bits of everything, and he just kind of makes it work so well together. Like, it's so complementary. Just kind of scans to see where the lurkers are. +1 on our infantry units. We are making our first vessel. We are making +1 on mechanical, and I think we have now retired our... What is happening here, Flash? What is this? That is amazing. Never seen that. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 unemployed workers. Wow. That is so rare to see from a pro. Any pro. But I am the best player in the world. Holy crap, that is unreal. Still. Maybe the replay's broken. How's that for my explanation, eh? Like, the replay must be broken. There's no ways that a professional player could have screwed up like that. You know? Unless... Oh my god. This is so brave. Or stupid. One or the other. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. At a certain point, like, his money's gonna feel weird too. Do you know what I mean? Yep, still not working. That's crazy. And these cells are not working either. What is going on here, man? Okay, so we are moving out 1-1 with our units. Still predominantly mutas. What is Soma making? Soma is making defilers. He's getting ultraless cavern. He's getting transporting. Maybe a drop play is an idea here. Flash has got himself a third base. So the base counts are 3 each, but this fourth base now is just about being established. So like in terms of macro, it's pretty close. He's finally put some of these workers to work, but this one's not working. These 3 are not working. It's still not right. This is crazy. This one's not working. Wow. I'm actually blown away. Like, I cannot believe this. It's got a nice opportunity to pick up some workers here. Pretty much got out of dodge with all of those. Vultures are going to do the tidying up on the lurkers by the looks of things. And that's that. So pretty well held by Flash. So scans here to see how many lurkers he's up against. It's a few. A fair damn few. Okay, now we just got one that isn't working. Make it 2. And these guys are still not working. I actually don't like... I don't know what to believe. This is crazy. It's a Flash imposter. I'm hearing... I think it's the Nidus. Yeah, it's the Nidus. I was just thinking... If he was queuing up a drop, maybe he would try and hit the main. Something like that. The filers have made themselves known. Presumably they were dropped in here. Lurker drop, maybe? Response to siege tanks. And once again the mix switch. Like, just consistently doing the mix switch. Also pushing in here with vultures, which is getting a lot done. Every time he pushes in, he kind of just scans to see how much lurker he's up against. We can see here not that much. I did see ultras the tech for ultras be made. I haven't seen any ultras hit the field yet. I do see 3 in production. But once again, both players floating a fair amount of money. We're going to have to pump out a serious round of macro. Another drop of sorts, and he's probably picked up about 12 SCVs from this. So this is good economic counter harassment from Soma. Hasn't really recovered from this either. And is held firm here for the time being. So now supplies are suddenly very even. In what has been one of the weirdest games, probably the worst game I've ever seen Flash play in terms of just basics. Just horrible, horrible basics. I think at a certain point there he had 15 idle workers. That is insane. So where are we in this game? We're losing a couple of overlords. Flash is pulling back into a little bit of a supply lead. The mechanical units are going to fight against ultras all day. Twice on a Tuesday. Does only have +1 on these, so it's not like they're fully upgraded or optimally strong. Once again, dropping behind the mineral line. This, like, harassment, the way that he's used this to disrupt mining has been absolutely excellent. So Flash pushes in again now. Siege tanks, mines. Oh my god, that was beautiful. I don't know what Soma's plan is to stop this. I think drops is going to be the answer. Let's go, baby. Dropper lords on top of all the things and the stuff. Oh, that was insane. What a wicked drop play that was. And suddenly supplies are becoming pretty equal again. That was quite masterfully done by Soma, who has sustained a lot of pressure and played his way back into this game with some really nice counter drop harassment with lurker drops in behind the mineral lines of Flash, as well as Flash maybe playing against himself a little bit by, you know, not putting a lot of his workers to work. And Soma's just responded to and started to defend these later game spots really, really nicely. And perhaps Flash is just trying to get a little bit too fancy by playing with too many different types of tech. Okay, we're doing another drop, which we're going to spot now in real time. Look, guys, unemployed workers. All right, so we're going to drop something like 12 cracklings on here. We'll come back to this now. Still some ultras fighting against tanks over here. And wow, the evaporation of those units, bro. That was so fast. Vultures and tanks are going to have to tidy up here. Scans there. Sees that he doesn't have that base. I think Flash probably expects that Soma would have the space at this time. Has to retreat though. Ultras are coming in here to attack this position. There are a few bio units in play here, but the Lings are going to do some serious damage. Vultures though coming in to try and deal with these Lings. Mines, of course, the ultimate equalizer. What a drag. Oh my god. Okay. So Flash is behind in supply, and Soma's going to take him down here. Difficult to say if Soma outplayed Flash here, or Flash outplayed himself a little bit to some degree, and Soma's defensive play and late game transition, hive tech play, and counter drop harassment play was excellent. Certainly a mix of the two. But one of the stranger games between two pros I think I've probably ever done. Simply because I've saw things in this game that I'm just used to never ever seeing. So our tanks are moving around, but there's just heaps of raid coming through here, and they should get some cut through. I think he's going to be able to get some workers for days here. Chasing down more workers here. Chasing So he's under siege here and he's transferred workers. So we've almost been able to consolidate the siege. Not the best game from Flash. Excellent counter harassment and composure from Soma. Great drop play. Really nice defense and trades in certain of the late game spots. So that was a good one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it here on Metropolis. I've got one more game that they specifically played during this practice session that I will bring to you very, very soon. So subscribe if you'd like to see that. Join the Discord if you want to get today's replay and hang out with me. Subscribe if you just love me. No, I'm just joking. Hit that like button. Just gives a signal to everybody. Helps me get discovered by other YouTube fans. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.